Hey, K-Dog, hey, Mac, tell me what to invest in. Shovels. What is Ethereum as you understand it?
It's like sexy look.
We bullish on it. Kathy Woods is bullish on it.
Kathy Woods, shout out Kathy Woods. Try to get a little beep or something.
Appreciate you, bro. Buy some ETH. This is not financial advice. Don't be crying till it's 10 years
Buy
later.
some ETH, goddammit.
Ethereum needs more shovels. Buy some shovels.
Welcome, man. Let's get into it. What we got today?
What the people want is, hey, K-Dog, hey, Mac, tell me what to invest in. We can't, right? We don't give like financial advice. We can give you, try to explain some of the coins or some of the cryptocurrency that we're invested in and why.
For sure.
So one of the ones that I'm bullish on is Ethereum, and so is Mac. A lot of people are like, hey man, like what y'all invested in, man? Just tell me. Like instead of telling you, let's explain what Ethereum is so you can come to your own conclusion. So with that said, what is Ethereum as you understand it, and why are you so bullish on it, and why are you investing in it?
Good question. Ethereum at a basic level is the second biggest cryptocurrency out there. As we know, Bitcoin is the largest.
What's the market cap?
Market cap right now for Ethereum is like 480 billion with about 119 in circulation. That's as of today in December 27th, 2021. But it's come a long way. In just 8 months ago, the market cap I think was at like 2.8 billion when we looked at it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So you see the growth. I think the awesome thing about Ethereum, or what people need to understand as first and foremost about what it is, the difference is in between Bitcoin and Ethereum, with Bitcoin mainly being the largest cryptocurrency whose utility is designed to send and receive money in a decentralized way, right? That's what Bitcoin is. It's what it was created for. It's great, and it's doing a great job at it.
Right,
Ethereum, on the other hand, they have a currency, which the actual currency is called Ether, but Ethereum as a whole includes the additional blockchain that it's built on. And the reason it's catching so much steam, or why we believe it's a great investment, why we're super bullish on it, is because it allows the ability for developers to come in and create what we call smart contracts. And we could do a whole video on what that is. But essentially, you know, it's a big if-then statement for our developers that say, if this happens, then this happens. And it's constructed that way to automate transactions, right? eBay, for example. Okay. If I'm selling you an item on eBay, I have the item. I list it for a certain price. You have the money for it. You say you want it. eBay barters the transaction. I send it to you. You receive it. You send me money. I receive it. We were able to do that because of the eBay being the platform. So here's a few dollars from the transaction for making it happen, right? In that case, eBay is the governing authority. Ethereum's goal is to eliminate that governing authority, because we can use the blockchain with its, you know, integrity-based open source checking to automate the smart contract with just a click of a few buttons. You got the money. It verified that I have what I need to send you, an NFT, something that's minted and printed, a picture, any kind of digital asset. And then the blockchain will allow the transaction to happen in just a few seconds. Ethereum is great because it's creating this big network, or this big platform of opportunity. So third-party developers, and we just looked into this like, you know, not too long ago. I think there's like 2,300 active monthly developers on Ethereum right now working on projects that are going to be game changers, right? And that's what gives Ethereum its like sexy look, is like it's growing, right? So Bitcoin is meant to be scarce. There's only 21 million coins created. The value is determined on, you know, how much you're trading for at the time and people investing in, you know, a portion of the coin and whatnot. Versus Ethereum, new blocks are being created as the blockchain grows. And then once that block is created and goes through that proof of work step, and it's like, you know, officially part of it, now that's another opportunity for a developer to come up with a smart contract that goes through X, Y, Z, finds everything true, and then lets the transaction go through. You're investing in Ether as a currency when you buy Ethereum, but you're also investing in the coins on this blockchain network that allow, you know, a platform for developers to create smart contracts and do transactions in a decentralized way without like a middleman. When you really start thinking about the tech, all right, because we've been big proponents of cryptocurrency, it makes sense to have this digital asset, right? But when you look at blockchain and this ultimate ledger and what it can do, when you're investing in Ethereum, which is the largest platform of one of the largest blockchains, you're kind of also investing in your belief in the tech changing the way, you know, these developers work. So that's why I'm bullish on it, because I feel like it's a futuristic concept. There's room for growth. There's not a certain amount of coins being built or anything like that. 18,000 or 18 million Ethereum coins are mined every day, meaning, you know, as the network grows, people are getting coins just for helping the large computer system do what it does. So there's opportunity there too.
So Matt gave a super technical detail there. Appreciate you, bro. My mind works a little simpler, especially with this concept. So my background is I've made millions selling network. Right. I work for Cisco, Oracle. Those are underlying networks that applications run on top of. As I'm getting ramped up on cryptocurrency and blockchain and all these things, I'm like, oh, well, at the base level, it's a network. Right. Transactions happen on top of that network. Mm-hmm. And so if you need infrastructure, the safest thing to bet on, even if you're confused in cryptocurrency, is bet on the network that the transactions are going to hop on. Another analogy that I would use is like people who got rich during the gold rush is not the people who were actually trying to find gold, but the people who were selling the shovels. Right. And so in this case, right, Ethereum is the underlying network or the railroad or the shovels that we're going to dig new value out of, for lack of a better term, right? So that's the first reason why it makes sense to me, just on a level. Two other reasons why it makes sense is, like you said, the number of developers. Right. We live in a capitalistic society, right? Where people are spending money and investing usually happens. Is it guaranteed? No. Right. Every company didn't make it out of the internet age. Right. Right. But some did. Right. Amazon or Google. Well, I know Amazon for sure. I'm not sure about if Google. Yeah, they were.
Google's here to stay.
Yeah, no, it's not here to stay. Right. But even the internet bubble, everybody didn't make it. Right. But some large companies made it. Right. And so I'm thinking everybody's not going to make it in cryptocurrency. Right. But they're going to make it. And then the third reason, even if this goes sideways, at the end of the day, like having cutting edge skills is what the market typically pays for. Right. And so developing on blockchain and being able to develop or come up with creative value propositions for different businesses, whether it's the ecosystem, that's where the new tech is going to be. So even if you don't ever want to run your own, like if you want to run your own company, you could find a use case to go tackle that and get money. I've made money working for tech companies. I'm like, okay, well, if Google's paying X, Ethereum needs more developer or like whatever the use case is, and you understand it because you've been in it. Right. Like I know how to transact this. I know how this works. I know the different ecosystem partners. I know how proof of stake works. Yeah. Then there's a chance for you to become economic, like make the most money, right? Right. So basically those three reasons is why I'm like, even if it don't work out, like there's going to be opportunity here to be able to create value, and people who create value or have skill sets that are valuable in society get paid the most. Right.
And to your point, the upside in Ethereum is so exciting because a good example you can use is like Bitcoin is the app, right? It's the app you use to send money. It's decentralized. That's what it's meant to do. Ethereum is more like the app store. It's providing this platform where people who have those skills of third-party development and writing smart contracts could team up with games and companies and develop things that could run on Ethereum blockchain, use Ether as the currency. That's already going up in value as it is, but just to go up in value for something you can create on something that's open source, i.e. publicly available, that's exciting. And that's why I'm like super bullish on it, because no matter if it goes up, down, left, or right, there's going to be bumps in the road, but the technology is something that people are going to build on. And that's what you see happening today. I mean, NFTs, which we talk about being the biggest or the latest craze of like digital art, all of that is built on Ethereum blockchain, all of it. So, I mean, if that's one industry
I think most of it, because now I'm seeing you could do NFTs on like other blockchains.
Right,
like
right. So I'll say the most popular. I won't say all.
The most popular. Okay, yeah.
So it's a platform to find the implementers who have the smarts and the ideas to create the smart contracts on this platform to do something that's super useful. If you are in the ownership seat of ETH, or you're in the investor seat, or you're in the sales seat, whatever it is, you can make a case for growth. You can make a case for what it's already done. You can make a case for the smart contracts that are in play right now and say, you know, with my hardware and your skill set, we can revolutionize. Not just one, industry, but multiple industries. Because you hear blockchain referred to now in terms of what it can do for like medical records, in terms of what it can do for anything that needs like super ledging. Voting, exactly. So like
life,
that's kind of the basis for Ethereum continuing to grow, because since it's not set up like Bitcoin, where there's only a certain amount of coins, it's more set up like a platform or a network. It has a coin element too, which is Ether. But Ethereum is, again, the combination of the currency and the blockchain on which it exists that allows people to come in and write smart contracts. And they've now got to the point where they can write these smart contracts that operate a lot faster than Bitcoin. And that's why you see when we send each other Ethereum or you send it to someone else, it shows up in, a few minutes, maybe even a few seconds. But Bitcoin takes like 15 minutes to send. It's going to get there because, again, the blockchain is doing all the verification. And if it finds anything weird, it's not a person that catches it. The whole system will send it back. Yeah. Ethereum's figured out how to do it faster. And then I guess we'll talk about it next. Solana is coming through as Ethereum's competitor because it's doing what Ethereum is doing in milliseconds.
Faster. Yeah.
It's just newer tech with newer tech heads, and it doesn't have as much utility built on top of it yet. It's not as big. There's competition coming, right? Yeah. And I really wanted to ask you about Solana. I know you big on it. You jumped off the cliff with it before me, and I got into it. Obviously bought some coins now. So if you like this content, definitely subscribe, like. We're going to talk, of course, more about cryptocurrency, Ethereum, but we're still learning. We're on the journey. We just wanted to pull you into the conversation. We're excited about the possibilities, and it's got the most developers, like I said. So, got to be in the game.
We bullish on it. Kathy Woods is bullish on it.
Kathy Woods. Shout out Kathy Woods. Is up.
So we all in the same game here.
Sure.
You know what to do.
Yeah.
Like, subscribe. Bye.